that to reply on.
Well,
You had said that they sent back like a copy-paste type deal, look at other people's, other towns.
That's what I think came back, and that wasn't the way we had, that it was presented, or well, it was supposed to be presented, as far as I know. Didn't you guys, I think we had all agreed that it was, just ready to be rewritten as a legal document.
okay, so the email,
The email that came back from them said to use MMA's template that I saw.
This wouldn't be an MMA though, this would be from the town lawyers.
No, that's what I mean.
Right.
The message from the town lawyer said to use the MMA template.
Oh, it did?
And that should have been back,
that was on the 28th that you sent me that
I said
email.
the day you was up.
Day I was out?
I covered for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the day I covered for you.
Yep, yep.
It was on your email from,
So that's my intent of coming in here, is to make sure that that we had gotten that, that you guys had gotten that information as a board.
That's okay.
so what's happened to that?
Well, that's what I'm questioning, what has happened to it? Do we have, is that what you're gonna consider your reply, or do you want?
Well, the message was to the board, wasn't to the planning board, it was to the select board.
Right.
So I
Right,
read it
and we would have sent
I
it
read it
out.
off his machine when I was filling out to him, but that wasn't, I didn't release that information here because that's not my
Right,
position.
right. And I haven't, and I've just asked for hard copies of it, and I haven't gotten them yet,
So it should,
because I can't get them off my email.
And they can't find them.
it should be dated the Friday before Christmas.
And you can't log in your email there?
Yeah, if someone else wants to give it a try, you're more than welcome to. I'll open the phone up. But I can't see.
You want me to-
I wanted to get them printed out,
Should be
so
dated,
we
should
could all
be
read
dated
them.
12/23.
Do you want me
Is
to
it
print them
a
out
Google account?
for the board?
Is it
No.
Gmail or something?
Or are we
Yeah,
going,
Gmail, so
I think
you
what
should
I'm
be able
hearing,
to get it.
are we ready
You
to,
think you can do it?
we're
I
abandoning
think I may
step
be
one,
able to.
which
You'll
is to
have
wait,
to,
see if the board will
type your stuff in, but,
move up on this.
No, you'll have-
Question two, which I think we want to go, is ask the board if we can have permission to have contact with the board as a moratorium. Is that right?
I'm trying to figure out, yes, we were waiting to hear back from the lawyers, but that still doesn't answer the question as to when we're holding an election, or if we're holding a special election.
I
So-
don't know if the other two are gonna come in or not. I don't know my own.
well, we're glad that you're So- here at least.
Thank you for that. I'm not trying to be a hero or anything, we're just trying to get some paperwork done.
Well, so,
Moving
forward,
Well,
you know, that's what we gotta do.
23.
Email address. So type in your email.
Should be Mary.
And then hit yes.
Okay. Yeah, I remember, yeah.
It's selectmen,
He's having too much fun.
It's gonna be a big bubble tonight.
Is this a new password or my own?
That's-
I don't remember what my own password is on that. That's what I'll.
Yeah, so you would have to type your
Yeah,
password
I
up
just
there, and then it would bring up your mail.
You got.
Whatever Gail has certified on her office as the ordinance
Was the official?
is the official.
So we should really
Talk to
talk to Dale and then go from there.
If this was done, it was never certified by the town clerk.
Can't do that, so.
It doesn't hold.
See, because I know that the prior planning board was working on cleaning up the lot, or not just the lot size, but the ordinances as a whole.
So we're still not.
And that project never finalized, from what I understand.
We had to change over.
Changing of personnel, and that was the end of it.
You went from law to Mandy to this. So that might be a better written one, but if it was never certified, then it's not.
Well, let me actually pose that question too, because that was something that kind of came up with all of this, because I was looking at the older one. What are the legalities in what's the word I'm looking for here?
Resurrected.
Not resurrecting, no, but
So I don't think
editing
it went on.
an ordinance.
There was
As you
two
get a
different things that were supposed to go
Right, I'm sorry,
on.
not the
They didn't
angry
go
one.
on.
Not so much changing the language, but changing
Yes,
the
yeah.
intent.
the format.
Well,
Would that, again, that's.
format, you might be all right, as long as it's the minute you
Yeah,
change
so
any of
they
the
had
wording.
the, language over
Right,
here,
not so much
everything.
changing the wording,
They
but
never
it seems
went.
like what was trying to be done was essentially make it so that, you know, section one,
Yes.
A, B, C, D, you know,
Right.
as
so
opposed to
that's-
just little line blips.
Mhm.
Just cleaning it up to look more
Yeah.
presentable.
Well, this is where the town clerk has to go through and verify that this one reads the same as this one, just that it's different layout. But when they read through and it sounds just a little bit different, and then you can't certify one is the
Okay.
same as the other.
But in order to do that formatting, essentially, would that be something that would have to be voted on by the town, or
Only if it changes the wording.
only if it changes? Okay, I'm just trying to get the understanding, because again,
It's a very fine line there because.
no, absolutely, and I understand that, and I'm not trying to change anything.
No, you're not.
It just seems like, as I was reading the older one,
Right.
and looking at what was worked on as a cleaner copy,
Right.
it just made more sense. It was laid out better.
Mhm.
You know, because on this one you have half stars here and there, and things were just kind of
Right.
all over the place. But this, it just kind of, I don't know. I like clean text, I guess. I don't.
So the comment that Paul had made is whichever one
Fine.
is
Certified.
legal and, you know, that's in use for the town, Dale will have in her files.
Right, it should be signed and
Right.
all that.
I wasn't sure if you had caught that, because you were talking to
I hate it
Royce,
when I have
so I just
hallucinations.
meant to mention
Thank you.
What's
Yeah.
that?
I hate when I have hallucinations like that.
I can't tell you how much reading you're doing. So if you wanna read it out loud, and this is just the.
Well, I'd rather Royce see it first, and
Okay.
only because it's addressed to him. If he allows me to read it, I'll read it.
How did you get it before Royce got it?
Hey.
That's what I want to know. If it's addressed to the selectmen, how did the CEO get it before the selectmen got it?
Well, it came through
You wanna
with
read this?
a multiple
I'm
address.
not sure, that's what I'm looking for, believe it or not. That's the one I saw the other day.
It's scary.
Yeah, the
Mhm.
attachment she gave with it.
It is
was the
scary.
I
definitions.
think
We
this
already
is an
have
earlier
all
one.
that.
Is this the
It's the
one?
last one I got.
Correspondence from
What
the
I'd
lawyers.
like to request from you
The
guys, if
moratorium.
anybody's got one kicking around, is a copy of your original document, your moratorium document.
Well,
one that we
would've
gave
sent
to you.
out, so-
Right,
so I
the
can
one that was
follow this
supposed to be
through.
coming back from the lawyer.
If anyone's got a copy, I'll make a copy myself from yours.
What happened to the other one, Royce?
That's what I'm trying to find out
It
now.
was faxed out and probably
Yeah, nice.
after it was faxed. I'm just guessing, I don't know.
I don't get venture a guess on anything these days,
Smart man.
even the weather.
Even today's weather.
I'm at the point now I have to move in papers on all this. No pressure at all.
No pressure.
Takes a lot to pressure me. I know it's not there. I know where else I can find it.
Quicker.
It's a good point.
He's looking for the original moratorium.
I have a top folder too.
Stay comfortable now.
Okay. Is it this one? Is that it?
Yep, that
Yeah,
would be the one.
that's
Okay,
That's the one we originally sent to the lawyers.
Yeah.
all right, I'll go grab a copy.
It was just waiting for wording approval from what I understood,
Right.
so I'm not sure.
If I'm not back, it's fine.
Those photocopies can be quite difficult sometimes.
Hmm. my question is if it ever actually went to the lawyer or not. If they're saying now that what they got back was that other stuff, did they ever even send a moratorium for wording consideration, or they didn't?
Well, they, and Paul, I don't know what you can say on this, but I know the message that Paul sent to me was that he had spoke with Royce and had received a response from lawyers on the 23rd, and they recommend that we use the MMA format in the moratorium.
Which is basically like a copy and paste type of deal that.
So rather
Oh,
than
that they've
creating
already-
our
they've already
own
put
for
it
our
out.
town,
Yeah. Such copy of the documents for consideration as well as some.
The attachment documents of the MMA. That's mine. No, sure, you go ahead. I'm going on. Page 2, don't read. Yeah, page 2. Because that was separate.
Something completed.
Yeah, nothing to do with what we got going on here.
Sean, when you finish, would you mind sharing how that other one reads? I mean, we're all familiar
Oh,
with the
the,
one you guys wrote, but now we have no idea what they're recommending we use.
The MMA one.
Do you mind? I'm sorry.
I don't know if I actually had that printed out.
Hey, maybe you want to print it out.
Really, it seems to be. Thank you.
Thank you.
Just remind me, we marked it up.
Right?
But that is the recommended one for Steve.
You are right over there.
Like the chair here. It's win.
Going to medical marijuana, he's having a seizure.
The difference between that one and what we wrote is this one's already been used and approved
And approved,
legally, so.
and like challenged and been held
Other
up.
towns have already used this.
That one was created by.
Yeah, I think it's
MMA.
multiple towns.
So it was already created by a group of
Right.
lawyers.
Right.
So
Right.
the wording's there.
Okay.
Yeah. So the-
Yeah, so all the whereas and so forth, and
Yeah.
The
Honestly.
legalese, I like to.
right.
I'd just like to just write in farmer speak so everybody can figure it out.
I was a little rough on your original copy, but
Why are you getting chewed
I was
up?
hungry. Does anybody else need a copy of this? I
Why
have
not?
no extras.
No.
I'll take it.
I'll take one when you have one, and Dave would like one.
It's, what, 2 pages?
2 pages.
They already have.
We gotta show you how to do front and back copies. So you
Yeah, you
see
need-
Can I have this?
I
Huh?
definitely
Thank
need
you.
some education here. Who else would like one? And I got-
If you wanted one.
Thank you.
And Sue
That
Collins
was
has
sent
informed
on the
me.
13th of December to Anne Freeman.
Thank you.
She has not
That's all I
responded, so
got.
I've asked her for a response.
Thank you.
You wanna
So
make more
Sue
copies
just
of this?
said that she had sent that information to Anne Freeman on December 13th, which is the day after the meeting, and she has not received a response as of yet.
So this
So
one,
it was sent out.
This one was?
Yeah.
Okay.
so I'm confused
So
then.
that's conflicting
Because there's
information.
two different,
It sure is.
there's two different stories going on. Or I shouldn't
Right.
say
So what's
stories,
this?
but there's two different,
I don't know what I do best. Maybe there was something else on the.
there's a lot going on, but.
Yeah.
No,
Take a deep breath, Cassandra.
she had sent this initial one, and then this email on the 22nd was sent by Susan. Mary replied
Yeah.
saying to use the MMA style or a couple models
Okay.
They mentioned that, so,
Yeah.
so they got a reply in it.
So if
Right.
there wasn't a
Also-
reply on this,
Right.
then how did that information about using the MMA version of the moratorium, how did that come back?
Right.
Right. I don't know.
And
There's
for-
a big discrepancy here.
and
And it's a yes or no, like, did you hear back from the lawyers or no? It's really simple. It's, you
I'd also
know?
like to pose this question real quick. Why was this email sent and then asked to be sent to the treasurer's email? What does this moratorium have anything to do with the Treasury Department?
I agree.
Oh, I don't know.
I absolutely
Apparently
agree.
that's stuff that's happened inside of this office.
Then that's something that needs to be addressed.
Immediately. Selectman Heath.
Thank you. Please don't shoot the message.
No, I won't yell at you.
No, but you,
Closest one.
feel free to speak to me
And it's
anyway.
Ann Freeman?
Absolutely.
Well, this was,
So we're still being told there is no response when there's clearly a response. And it's clearly been back for a while.
When was that responded to?
Well, can I look at that?
You may.
Date on this?
And I'll leave it.
That's okay, you look at it and
From
then,
Mary
That's
is
one thing.
December
I never
23rd.
asked you
The
that.
23rd?
at 10:30 a.m.
so it's been back for 2.5 weeks?
I mean, everybody's been attached to this. I mean, as long as somebody gets the information.
Well,
that's-
Paul said he saw it before Royce did,
Click or
so,
something by mistake?
The reply
The road
to
commissioner did it
was
too?
the selectmen, Jordan, Susan, Mike.
Did you get it, Margaret?
And I probably got it on my phone.
No, I was
That-
told
And that's
to
what I
his, I
couldn't
read it.
pull off.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what I've been
That's
trying
all
to
I
get out
saw.
of it.
Oops, sorry.
No, you're good.
Yeah, you're tagged in it too.
but you didn't get it in your mailbox
That's how I-
here?
Well, that's how I knew a
sorry,
response
Jerry.
would come out.
How are you?
Because I had an email, but I didn't know what it said. Yours, I saw on my phone. I was able to get that one up, but I haven't been able to get the one from the lawyers.
Which is what you just said.
But why is the legal department sending stuff to the selectmen to like half the town?
Because that's the way it's set up now with going through the secretary, apparently.
So if the selectmen ask a legal question, everybody in town employment gets it?
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it was just because of.
I wouldn't
the
think you should be,
moratorium.
but that's, because I know
Right,
my
but
own.
you,
Wow.
even still, the treasurer shouldn't, that has nothing to do with him.
Well, I'd like to
He shouldn't
know,
have been CC'd in that.
well, geez, I'd like to know just if he's involved, how come we can't get a copy of this email?
Right.
Why can't we be put in the
Right.
chain?
Exactly.
Why isn't my
Exactly.
clerk being informed of this information?
Exactly.
Right.
I'm in agreement.
Yeah, but what's gonna be done about it? Just agreeing?
I can say. My problem is.
You can't say.
Treading on thin ice for me.
We could also say it was an error, just to be fair, that he was hit by
It
mistake.
could be, yeah, it could be. It's possible this was done in
Just
error.
Right, but it does need to be addressed, like right away, so that it doesn't happen again.
yes.
Okay, let's bring it back to the planning board subject.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Subject taken.
And Mr. President?
Not president, chairman.
Chairman, I'm sorry.
On what, this?
The email, yeah.
Oh, did you give that back? Oh, sorry, Debbie.
This, Paul's version of the moratorium was sent on the 13th.
Yeah.
According to Sue. The date on this response from Mary is 23rd, so 10 days later is the response on this.
Okay. And
But according to Sue now, as of just right 10 minutes ago, she said that she hasn't heard a response yet. So there's a discrepancy.
So that leaves us down to two things. Do we go with M&As or do we go with ours?
Oh, sorry.
I'd say MMAs.
I agree.
Yeah.
Do I have a motion to do that?
I'll make that motion.
Before I second a motion on that, I just don't honestly know at this point. It just feels like things are so muddled, I don't know if we can even make a motion because I don't know where it's gonna end up after this.
We're down to one moratorium instead of two sitting out there right now. Then we present one back to the board with the request of, the next meeting is Monday?
Yes.
Monday night. You don't answer one way or the other. And go from there. At least we'll only have to be dealing with one moratorium. And we have, that as our, whatever,
Whatever it is.
that is our legal response. So if we agree to use MMAs for their recommendation, what do you or do you not want to do? And really vote, yes or no?
Do you, may I ask something? I realize you're in the middle of the vote, but shouldn't you wait until you see the response from the town lawyers, because we
That
have,
is telling.
this one is?
No, we're here, Royce.
That's in response to this, right?
We believe so. Would it be appropriate for me to withdraw my motion?
Sure. It's not, it's not
Because
wrong.
we're doing lots of discussion.
Not a problem.
I just wanna make sure you guys are seeing both, truly seeing both sides of the issue here. Somehow I've gotta get my emails out of my phone, so I know for sure too, as a selectman. When is your next meeting gonna be?
Haven't gotten that far yet.
Like I say, I'm sure the board would be more than happy to discuss the one from MMA. But I'm wondering why we've already gone ahead and said, let's have the lawyer's version of this. Which I understood, this is actually it. This wasn't, because
That seems to be the
this one
response.
says on the top left, it says Christine left on Sue's desk to send to legal.
Correct.
So we should be getting the response to this one.
And you have it.
Here.
That's
what
that's
she
the
did.
response.
That's what she's done.
Let me walk you through the rabbit hole here a little bit.
Yeah.
So if this was already
Maybe you
sent,
wanna walk.
this was sent from Sue to Mary
Honestly.
on December 22nd. She asked,
That's cable, French.
yes, but look at what she also.
It's the cable
That's what and maybe that's why she's lost where the email's gone, because she used it in another conversation with 20 other things going on.
As
It
opposed
says-
to
But it says
revamping
the
the
selectmen
subject
would like to
line.
know the status of the
Yes.
marijuana moratorium referendum,
Correct.
which is this.
Yeah.
That's the first one we sent. We didn't send anything
Right.
else. Please send it to
And
George
this
Miles.
is, and this is where it's,
At this, she
that
also,
answers your question, how that came about.
yes, because apparently she was going to be out. But it also has your email there
Yep.
and
It does.
Paul's. And then
She's telling me
Mary's
to send it
reply
to
to that was
Jordan.
on the 23rd at 10:30 in the morning.
I
Yep.
It was
freaking
sent
believe
to
her.
Torno, you, Nadeau, Jordan, Susan, and Mike.
Right.
And it says, I have attached a couple of model documents for you for your consideration, as well as a summary of the law, and then kind of goes through everything.
So that just gave, as far as I'm concerned, that's just giving you people more to read as a board.
Well,
And you'd already written something out that we
So
wanted to have.
we're past that, then, we all agree
Right.
we're gonna use MMA's.
Well, we haven't.
We haven't officially yet.
Right,
We
but
haven't
you're
officially
working
yet.
on it now. Okay, so we should just move forward, because now we'll just keep.
It should.
saying-
Exactly.
Oh my God.
And then
The-
make your motion
these folks
to
over
use
here,
that
I
as your
think,
template.
Yeah, make your
and,
motion, he's saying.
Get this in front of the board ASAP for a yes or no answer.
Right, for a special election.
No.
No,
Yeah.
MMA model.
Be consistent with other plans and stuff too.
Can I
Yeah.
get a copy of
Yeah.
that? From somebody?
Yeah, because you gotta get an answer on a special election within the next week or so, or you might as well wait until May.
Right.
Because you can't have one in April and then 2 weeks later, another one.
Right.
Thank you, honey.
Thanks, Mike.
Appreciate it.
Do we need to get a couple more cards for these two folks here? Someone was asking.
Oh, you've got,
Oh, yes.
you more snuck in?
Miss Betty, what?
Huh?
Are you planning on making any comments or anything? We can have you fill out a card.
A visitor's card.
Visitor's card.
This is something new.
Yes, it is.
yeah, we just
I
started.
don't understand.
I think
Later, please.
Right?
So individually accountable.
You have to fill out a card to say anything, so.
Oh,
Well, it's not required, I don't
well, I'll
think.
fill
It
one
just,
out. I don't
It's
know if
gonna
I'll say
alleviate
anything or
any
not.
questions in the future.
I think it
That's
makes
an
it
idea.
easier
Yeah.
for the secretary and
To know who's who.
I don't think select, I don't,
You can't request anybody. Well, it is
I thought
true
there was a
that
couple
it's,
more
they're
there
doing the same thing as they
in
do
that
like
pile.
the budget committee, but they just pass a piece of paper around for
Right.
everybody to sign
Right.
if it's present.
yeah.
Right.
This is what you want.
Okay, can I borrow that for a
Yeah,
few
you
minutes, and I'll bring it back to you.
Do you have some cards?
I
gave you the rest of them.
I think we already ran out of cards.
That was a good idea.
It was a good idea.
I don't want
There we go.
my opinion anyway.
Jerry's already filled
I
it
already
out.
filled- I already filled
Yeah.
one out. so-
Everybody, my
Yeah.
apologies here for messing
She,
up.
she's
the-
semi.
No, good, thank you for coming in, and I mean, at least we have
Acknowledge.
some indication as to what's going on now.
Just having a hard time.
I'll fill one out anyway, just to be nice.
Information out here.
Yeah.
What's today, 5?
Yes.
Have a good night.
Oh, I'm not wrong. Don't you don't.
So are you guys adjourned?
No.
No. You still have to decide whether or not you're gonna ask for that special election, right?
At this point, I'm at such a loss because of all the hurricane just walked through the door. Okay, it is 7:30. I'm at town hall. What am I actually doing right now?
Okay,
You're sitting-
let's recap it then.
Let's spin the wheels back for a minute. So,
Right now, we have 2 moratoriums sitting per se with the lawyers.
okay.
We have no answer from the board on either moratorium or a special election.
Okay.
The next meeting of the select board is Monday night, and I'd like to be put on the agenda
Awesome.
with 1 moratorium. And I would like to use the MMA one, because that's already been approved by legal on 2 sides.
Mhm.
And ask them to schedule the meeting. And if they turn us down at that time, when are they gonna do it? And then we'll go from there.
Okay. Well, I know initially it was they wanted. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were leaving.
You have to show this card so people know.
Using the fuzzle.
This is what we have to fill out.
I don't think it's a legal requirement, but it's for information.
You already have this, correct?
Thank you.
I have, do you have one?
Is that the one that I have here, hon? Already? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is a
Oh,
clean
okay.
copy.
That's-
It's
yeah,
okay, that's a
special
clean
So we'll
copy.
give
That's
this one to
all.
Paul.
Right, thank you very much.
Yeah, this is the one that was attached within that email.
That's the one you just
Yeah.
made copies of now.
Jeez.
Everybody made copies of.
Okay.
So
That's all right.
this is the one that you're gonna go with, or you
Yeah.
haven't made the motion yet?
They have,
But this is the MMA,
MMA copy.
this is the MMA
Recommendation.
moratorium.
so the proposal's on the table.
Is it appropriate again? Maybe I can make a motion on that?
Your option.
I'll make a motion that we allow Paul to present this one.
I'll second that motion.
Any discussion?
All in favor?
Let's get them to make a decision on this so we can move
We
forward.
should,
Amen.
Yeah.
Not that the one that was produced earlier is anything wrong with it, but
No, at this point,
this is, I'll call this what the streamlined one. This is.
A lot of definition there too.
yeah, I mean, it was created by,
By legal.
for legal, with legal.
Yes.
Where did he email
It's down there,
that?
right there. Yep, that one.
Actually,
I would like to have a copy of that too.
Pot pile.
actually mine's attached to the one he's got, so it's okay. I'll have it that way.
I'll give this back to you, I think, and if that's okay.
What's your schedule Monday?
I'm off Monday.
Apparently he's going to the selectmen's meeting Monday.
What time is the selectmen's meeting?
3 o'clock.
Probably 3 o'clock.
No, probably not. We're traveling to Boston.
That's fine. I mean, I'll present it, it's no problem, but I just asked him.
I'd love to be here.
Yeah, I'd love to be here too.
Maybe just as well. It's not good for your blood pressures.
Probably running at about 100 right now,
But I
so
gathered that. But,
it's the Irish in me that came up.
I'll be there.
So this is off the table. I need extra copies, would you like to have some?
actually,
Oh, okay.
Just to be sure.
We should get plenty, huh?
Thank you very much.
but you will need that for Monday too.
Oh, that has
so.
that, so you can have this one,
This is
sir.
when it's
Thank you.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, what we did, was when we voted to use that one,
Okay,
and Jen's gonna have to be on the agenda for Monday night to
okay,
present that
okay,
and to request a date for the election,
okay.
using that as the moratorium.
Anybody happen to know the date Monday off the top of their head?
Nine,
The ninth,
Wow.
okay.
it's my meeting.
Your meeting?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Your budget. No, you did that tonight?
Yeah, no, I mean my meeting.
Oh,
his other
On
half.
the other side.
Yeah, the other side.
the other side of the river.
Okay, so that puts this one away till Monday?
Didn't come back.
Yeah, let's
Oh, that didn't come back.
finish
I
up.
have some
Yeah.
hope now. Oh,
In
excited.
Triplicate
Finally.
signatures. Ah, there was one.
How come you and I are both shaking our heads?
Okay, so before the hurricane came in here,
We're doing lot size ordinance.
yes, we were talking about lot size ordinance and trying to gather that. Going back to that, we basically said that we're going to touch base with Dale
Yeah.
to see what the certified ordinance for the lot size ordinance
Is
is.
Dale-
No,
Okay,
they leave, it's 7.
so that would be our next step, because I know that we were still for the non-conforming lot aspect. We were looking to add that as an amendment to the lot size ordinance.
Correct.
Okay, so as it stands, that's where we're at with that.
Correct.
I would like to suggest that when we get that information, I think it would behoove us to hold a workshop to go over the language of that non-conforming lot ordinance, if you will, to kind of just make sure. I was trying to go through it, and there's a lot of things with the way you started to write it. I was getting confused because I'm like, okay, is this part of the ordinance, and then should be called an amendment to the ordinance, this, that, and what have you. So I think it would be good. That's a lot of heavy language, so that would be something good for a workshop after we get our final answer as to which lot size ordinance we're supposed to be looking at.
Right, you don't want to confuse it with shoreline either.
No, I've seen too many things already, and it seems like I'm seeing too many pieces of paper. I just need to find out which one I'm actually supposed to look at and go from there, so I can get the ground running. Because again, this is something we got to get on the ballot in May.
May, yeah.
So we have 4 weeks on this one too.
So workshop in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks. You know that?
Send yourself right up.
No, I already know my schedule is going to be chock full for the next few months. So
I know you got Wednesdays for the budget.
I'll eat my Wheaties in the morning. I'll be good.
Well, the reason I say that, we're looking at 4 weeks, so we've got to squeeze the workshop in between now and
Well,
then.
let me
It's gonna
pose
be
this
10 days,
question
yeah.
just right now. We're that 10-day thing.
Mm-hmm.
Is that solely a planning board thing? Or is there some kind of language to hold an emergency workshop?
Yeah, all you have to do is post it 24 hours before, right? No?
Yeah, it's 10 days, isn't it?
10 days?
Because it's public Because it's public.
Everybody's supposed to post 10 days before, but nobody else does, only this board.
We said it to the presidents, we try to go by the rules.
That's right, you do a great job of it, too.
Thanks to Jim, we go by the rules. Keeps it straight.
That there was a reasonable amount of time said. Is that right? I don't think
So
there's
that would be
a day
the
to,
16th.
we're looking it up right now. I
What?
think for some reason the language was a reasonable amount of time. And that's how it's written. But let me find out.
Okay.
I get a different place to look too.
Because I had thought it was supposed to be, an emergency is supposed to be you're supposed to do it within 48 hours. And other than an emergency, it's 10 days, is what I had thought.
Yeah, for some reason I think I remember reading it's, and that's the only reason I remember, because it doesn't make sense to me, a reasonable amount of time. So the question is,
What is a reasonable?
What is a reasonable
You can have it
amount of time?
earlier if you notify the press and invite them.
You know, a press release?
Right.
You have to notify a press, a regular press person.
If it's a standing regular meeting time, like our meetings are always the first Monday of the month, unless there's a special meeting, would you still have to have it 10 days beforehand, where it's already set?
Making sure everybody's awake.
Yeah, I don't want to dig into it now.
Yeah.
We will. I'll leave it there, now we should remind me. But right now, let's just plan in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Well, we can do it as soon as the 16th, if that's 10 days, so the
Well,
16th.
Thursday was when the time it worked for everybody.
Okay,
Yeah.
What's the 16th anyways?
it's a Monday, oh, it's Martin Luther,
Martin Luther King.
that's what it says,
No,
Martin
it
Luther
is
King.
MLK Day.
Yeah, it is.
On the 16th?
I'll have that day off from work.
That's when they celebrate his birthday.
No, the 16th, huh?
Oh, 16th, yeah, it is.
You're looking at a calendar that says June
I
2016.
just
so
noticed
that's not-
And what happens to the flags on MLK Day?
Yeah.
Deborah comes around and always.
I will, give me that, just give me access to the gear, I'll do it every time.
And I was speaking as a citizen with a big home at that home. Nothing official by it.
Uh-huh.
Right behind you.
No, besides this.
Oh, okay.
Same time.
Yeah.
And we will be going over the lot size ordinance
Lot size ordinance.
and the marijuana, or just lot size?
That might be pursuant to what is discussed at the next selectmen's
You
meeting.
put it on there.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Do you want it to be
Thank you,
a
Jerry.
special meeting or a workshop? Workshop, okay. Good night.
Could I just address the board as a whole could I ask you guys to add, the Lebanon Truth Seekers to your
Deb,
notifications?
Excuse me, just in all
Yeah.
fairness, we did not
Oh,
recognize you to be able to speak.
oh, sorry.
And everybody else we did, so.
I'll make the motion for Deborah Wilson to speak.
And I'll second it.
All in favor?
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. I just wanted to ask Jen if she could add me to your notifications. You have my card there, so that I get your notifications, because, I mean, in all fairness, I'm only, what is it, 280 less readers than the Lebanon Voice at this time, so, I mean, I think I get a different demographic than he does, so if you're posting for a meeting there, if you could also post with me, I'd appreciate it.
Okay, I mean, it's on the town website too, so you can click on it.
Well, I just don't want to miss you, you know what I'm saying? I think, it's easier for me. Everybody else sends me their notifications so that I can post, and I have
So
never
send you the
approached you.
agendas, is that what
Yeah,
you're
just,
asking?
you do just your meeting notice, when your meeting is, and,
Okay.
so that way we can get it posted there too, because he and I do have a complete different, some of them overlap, but we have completely different readers. A lot of people who won't pay for the Voice read my page too, so, so, just saying, we have a different group of readers that, might not see it if they have to pay to see that the planning board is meeting.
Okay.
Well, I know you don't, I wouldn't pay to see that the planning board is meeting, $60.
Right. So do all the other boards, they email you with the agendas as well? Okay.
Yep, they do.
Yes, sir.
So,
And your email's on that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's right there.
I'll have them afterwards, so, thank you.
Thank you.
so,
Yeah.
I just read it, public notice, and Ben's gonna send it as an email to you guys.
Okay.
There is no mention of hours involved in it, so.
Please don't slam another thing. I don't know if my heart can take it.
Public notice, contacting a public hearing.
Notice of a meeting, yeah, of a public meeting.
Yeah, so you notify the media about that
And meet,
We'll do that.
our meeting?
for emergency meetings.
Okay. Back to the agenda?
We have one of those tonight?
Yeah.
It was one of these documents on my table here.
Marijuana moratorium, we're taking care of till Monday. Lot size ordinance, we're gonna do a workshop on the 19th.
16th,
Thank you.
19th? Oh, we just, oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Thursday.
just kidding, don't mind me.
Informational meeting for the marijuana situation. Is the next thing that's on the agenda?
I haven't gotten a ton of responses back, maybe like 50 or something,
That's one I thought.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty decent.
you think?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I think so.
So,
I mean, you know, right now we essentially put that out there as just kind of data gathering to see who would be willing to attend. It really is up to us how long we want to leave that survey up. Maybe
send out a,
resend out the notification just to see if we can get some more data and kind of go from there. But again, I think as for the informational meetings themselves, we can't quite honestly begin to start discussing that until we have the direction that we need to go in.
Okay.
That's my 2 cents.
Okay.
I feel like we can put the information out there. We can have the first meeting wherein we let people know exactly what question 1 is and how it has the potential to affect our town. That's my 2 cents on it.
I'm in agreement with that. I mean, we gotta let the people know as best we can. Because we obviously can't go into the future. We don't know. We can only take an educated guess, what we see.
When are we considering to hold this?
Well, I think, and again, this is my viewpoint on it, it's a matter of when the moratorium election was going to be decided upon. If we're going to hold a special election or if it's going to be the May election. Both of those, we still have to come up with a time frame of when to hold said meeting. If they were to push for if the special election was to be pushed, then it's something that would need to be done sooner rather than later. But again, I feel like we're at a standstill with it.
I think there's 2 options really. I think that if they decide to hold a special election, then we can have informational meetings in February. I think if it's pushed out till May, I think we can probably hold them in March. And we can always have more informational meetings too, further on down the line if need be. And that's something that we might consider as a good idea as well. Hold another, refresher informational meeting prior to the election. Might be a good idea.
Right, well, I also know that there's the town meeting before the election anyways that has to happen, so that might be the plateau or
That could
platform
be a refresher.
to do the refresher at.
Mhm.
depending. It
again,
could take forever to get through everything.
right,
Late night.
again, I'm still feeling at this point, everything's kind of here in the air, suspended. And until Monday, when I can see where that pendulum's actually going to swing, I can give more information and kind of see where I feel it needs to go. But again, I only speak from my opinions. I
Well,
can't
that's
speak
what
as
we're
a
asking
board.
for.
Right.
I agree. I think, basically we've gotta wait till after Monday to know where the ground is.
I'm tired of waiting. That makes-
So let's, we'll touch on this on the workshop.
That sounds good.
We won't delve too deep into this one, but we'll touch on this one.
All right.
Other business, I believe you had something, Kissy?
Oh, it was just, I have a certification of completion of freedom of access training. So where do we get this training? Is it an online course? Is it, something that I have to read over? What have you? I can't sign it because I haven't gotten the training on it.
So that's online, right?
Go ahead, you can
Permission to speak.
Yes,
Oh, wait a minute, oh, wait. No, if you go to the FOAA, which is what I was looking at, and that's how I get the information on public meetings as well, you just type in Maine law, FOAA, you'll come to a frequently question and answer section, and that satisfies the letter of the law to go through that, read that.
I can get you the link.
It's right there.
No, it's right there.
Oh, perfect.
It's a lengthy read,
It's on there.
but. You could have asked that one.
You weren't home today. Thank you.
I'm sorry I had to work.
And if I had just read it, I could have.
Anybody else?
Your second one about that training?
Oh, yes. So MMA sent out, I'm not sure if you guys got it too, but it's basically an all-day workshop on, it's actually quite humorously titled Clearing the Haze or something like that, but it's basically on recreational marijuana. And it's an all-day workshop. It starts at 9:30 and it goes to 3:30. It's being held in Freeport, and it's something that I definitely really like to go to. Sean's considering taking the day off so that he can go as well. It's $60 for MMA members, so that would sit with both him and I. That would soak up, $120 of the training money that we have in our budget. But I think that it would definitely, I think it would be a really, really great workshop. It goes over medical, the medical aspect of it. It goes over the legal aspect of it. It's going to be really extensive. So it's definitely something that I'm interested in going to. It also covers some code enforcement stuff for you as well, Mike. So,
Cool.
Yeah. It's going to be a really, really good workshop, I think.
There it is. I printed it off.
When is it?
So I have all the agenda
February
and stuff on it.
28th. Yeah. Oh, actually, you can just have them. Yeah, lifting the haze.
Lifting the haze, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We can get the request forms and have them fill it out. I'll get that
Right
before,
on.
we leave tonight, I'll get the forms, you guys can fill them out and we'll put them in.
Awesome.
Sounds good.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Lifting my hands.
At least they're having fun with it.
So I get 5 credits towards my legal. I get 5 credits towards my legal.
You're not going on my board. You're going on my board.
No.
That's coming out of your line.
Well, it all comes out of the general fund anyway, what's the
Yeah,
difference?
it all comes out of general.
Sarcasm.
Yeah, okay.
Only a few of them have probably seen that video.
Keep on going.
Oh, I'm good.
You
That's,
good?
yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
$120 and happy then.
I'm sorry.
Take the money
I'm
and
not,
run.
I would like to, but I don't know if I'll be able to. But,
Anything you want to move from the extra business?
no, I don't think I have anything else at this moment.
I do.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry.
That's no problem.
The report, we were all gonna, you guys had voted on it, but you weren't here. So I believe the consensus was just to have everybody sign on it like we did for the minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that would be that. There's 2 people interested in being a part of the board, and I copied off their information, so you guys can look it over and there's that, and then our minutes.
So this is what we do.
I had postponed that just out of respect for you to make sure that
Thank you, but, wasn't necessary.
you know. Try to make things a little official, you know?
Yeah.
As for those 2 that you, or requests, looking at Sarah O'Brien's one, I found that just a little concerning because she is a realtor.
Right.
As much as we need help, I don't, I see lots of conflicts of interest coming from that. The other individual, I don't see anything at this time that could be an issue. Maybe that's something we might want to move up the chain.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more than happy to organize.
Yeah, I know.
Just make sure he understands what it actually is. He wants to be more involved in the kind of decisions, in the decision making. So I don't know if he realizes what the planning board actually does.
Might behoove him to come visit us for a little bit.
I can send out an invitation if you feel it necessary.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I think it'd be good for him to know what he's getting into.
See what I'm saying about the one there, though?
Yes, but bear in mind that she is a resident. And she would have to be excluded from anything that would be a conflict of interest. But other than that, she has a right to
No, absolutely.
be considered. There's no major conflict that I see. That I've seen. I respect your opinions.
I feel lately my opinion's not worth much.
I wouldn't say that at all.
All right,
Don't say that.
throw it on the snowbank. It's getting low out
It's
there.
getting low, might be a little icy.
It's gonna hurt.
So, should we move both of these up and just see where they go from there?
Yes, that would be
Yes.
my opinion.
It'd be great to have some more hands on this board.
Mm-hmm.
That
Absolutely.
will complete the board and one alternate.
That would be fantastic
Yeah.
at this point.
So I will email Sarah back and let her know that she'll need to fill out an official form to be turned in.
And can go forward with the board.
Yeah.
Yes. Minutes?
I think that's the last thing. I don't have any other business, so.
we got Betty.
Could I speak for one moment, please?
Oh, good job.
Yeah.
Make a motion.
We need one.
I'll make the motion for Betty Harris Howard to address the board.
And I'll second that.
All in favor?
What I'd like to know is, are you prepared, Paul, to present the budget to the budget committee? Is it set to go?
Yes.
It is. Would you want to come Wednesday night about 6:45?
Can I come earlier?
You can come at 6:30.
For that. I have church on Wednesday night.
Oh, okay. We'll just go through our stuff real quick and then we'll get you right in. That would be perfect. Thank you.
Thank you for reminding me, because I completely spaced with everything else going on. So.
Oh, I understand. I do that all.
Thank you. I had meant to bring that up, but that was one of those things
And you, like me, would like to blame it on marijuana, but it's just not happening. Yeah.
Okay. February, November 18th minutes.
If I remember correctly, those were essentially ready to go and just needed to be signed off on. And actually, I think we have to make the motion.
Yes, we do.
Wait till everybody has the minutes in front of them before
Which one?
18.
Special?
11:18. Yeah, the workshop.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
I think we've done the editing on this.
So,
So do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion to accept the November 18th workshop minutes.
I'll second the motion.
All in favor?
I would approve, but I wasn't there.
Okay.
Staying.
One of you guys?
Then I would probably have to abstain. I mean, I can say that it looks like you did a great job, but, and I did have a question that I asked, maybe Mike can help me out with this. One word that I noticed in there, is everybody gonna understand what pulsed means?
Pulse.
Pulsed, or pulse.
It's probably a,
It's a warning system or something,
Oh, it's not about the building fire alarms.
building fire alarm, because, I mean, I can basically understand, but pulse, it must be something, you know, they're gonna buzz you with a buzzer, or zap you with a...
Taser.
That's the cash register.
When you swipe your card.
if it has to do with fire suppression, I think Danby is the best person to ask that question.
Yeah,
Maybe it's a typo too.
I don't think so.
I think you've used it.
I think it's got something to do with an article or,
Yeah,
Yeah.
in other words, it's.
I mean, I can understand that, you know, you want something beep, beep, beep.
Yes, a siren. Yeah.
Okay, December 1st. Is the next minutes. Yeah, you're good. It's all time. Little critical.
I know 3 lefties in the room. I don't know, 4. That's good numbers. I like that.
Had a classroom with 7 lefties in it. Out of 17 kids.
Wow.
7 lefties in one room.
Wow.
Did you count Royce? He's the lefty.
I hear they're taking
Sean?
over.
Did you count Royce? He's the lefty.
Yep, that's what I. 1, 2, 3. She's kind of a lefty at the moment. She's halfway.
Temporary.
You don't have to don't
Never
have
know,
to
I'm
bring
not
out
lucky.
that part about us being in our right mind.
You notice I did not.
That's
Secret meeting?
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you for coming.
Bye.
Is it something we said?
Just kind of boring minutes, I don't care.
Nobody likes this stuff.
I love it.
Well, show me where it says post. It's bugging me.
No, it's
Yeah.
mine, they asked me to.
Well, I thought it was so strange.
Yeah, I just don't understand that.
Anybody want a mint?
I just
No,
read
thank
it.
It's so dry in here.
Right near the end of it, I think.
What's that?
Right near the end of it.
Yeah,
She can probably spot it pretty easily.
if I read the sentence.
Yeah.
Pages are on.
Page 6, paragraph 4, line 3.
Well, I didn't.
Oh, I didn't get a motion. Could I have a motion to say that? No.
I think they found it. Yeah. Do you see where my question comes from?
Yeah, it actually looks accurate now that you're reading it in the sentence.
Yeah,
So, yeah, I would say,
it might be accurate, but it might be confusing.
right, but I would say it's like a fire alarm, term.
Yeah, an alert.
Yeah. Yeah. That would change that.
These ones too.
I haven't edited this one.
No?
Looking for the time frame for cemetery. So I know it says about a public hearing, it says 10 days beforehand. And the agenda closes 10 days beforehand.
You're all set, unless you've got something you want to hit us with.
Nope, no, you guys got nothing to play.
We're just gonna do the minutes and.
Okay, all right, thanks for having me.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for coming. Have a good night, sir.
You too. See you later.
Oh, did they sign your,
My budget?
no, your submitting?
Oh, I don't know.
I'll wait your,
You head now too?
I'll email one.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
Jen, do you wanted to share up besides what you already have?
Excuse me?
Have anything else you wanted to share with us?
No, I'm all set for tonight, thanks. Go over those lots another.
I'll see you Wednesday.
Night, Mike.
Thanks for
Good
coming.
night.
Ow! He hit me, assault. I have witnesses.
Yeah, but they ain't on tape, the camera was on.
Paul, I know you're looking at something.
No, it's okay.
Right on it. How would you feel about waiting for the 12 minutes until
Yeah,
the workshop? Because that one's,
No,
that's.
we can't make any decisions in the workshop. We
Well,
can't
oh,
vote on
sorry.
we
anything.
can still go through it and then just do it on the next meeting.
Right.
Well, you can make a decision after, can't you?
Yeah, we just couldn't vote on accepting them at the workshop.
The first is the one I'm worried about right now, so December 1st. The 12th, it's gonna be a wax in mine because
Yeah,
I wasn't here.
there's that one, well, look at that page.
It's a book.
Yeah, it was a very heavy meeting.
Yeah.
So,
I did the best I could, it was crazy. I had like 14,
I feel like all of
16
our
pages of
meetings-
notes, I was
yeah.
like,
I feel like all of our meetings are gonna be crazy for quite some time.
like I said, a lot of it's probably, some of it was just probably reiterating things. I tried to take a lot of that out, but it just goes around and around.
that's what we've been doing for the last few months, is reiterating and repeating the same points over and over. Just want closure. Just want closure.
PTSD by the
These-
time you're
these
done
look
with
good to
planning
me.
board.
December 1st, they look good.
Yeah, they look alright to me. I don't see anything out of stray.
On the 1st,
Yep.
motion?
Make the motion to accept the December 1st minutes as is.
I'll second that.
All in favor? Aye. That one was good. I liked it. Good reading material. And that other one, Jen, I'm sure you probably sent it, but I honestly.
I'll resend it.
Resend it so we can sit down and
Yeah.
this weekend we'll do our editing on it. Because again, that one was. But I want to get them up to the town website as soon as possible.
Hmm.
We're doing good.
I know,
I'll have
thank
these
you
up tonight.
for that.
Thank you, Jen.
Yeah.
And kudos to
This
you for
one, too.
figuring that out and working with Sue to get the minutes all nice and pretty.
Yeah, it looks
I have to finish them. I did 15 and 16, so.
I was just like, oh my gosh, what is she doing there that late at night? That crazy woman.
Trying to please everybody.
Yeah, now she needs to go and teach Sue how to do it to the selectmen's meetings minutes.
Well, what had happened was,
Well, she has hers nicely written on there. And
They're
I
all out of
followed
order,
her
have you seen it?
Format.
Yeah, I know, but yours are in order, and it has like the date of the meeting and the date that you published it online. And hers are all out of order, and the date that they were written and the date they're published are always the same, even though she's 6 months late on publishing them.
So the ones that I'm going
The
to
ones you are doing are
put up,
amazing.
they were, so they're gonna show, because I redid them, so they
Right.
can show.
Right, yours are amazing. Trust me, yours are perfect. Perfect.
Be still my heart.
hey, every now and again.
Tell my kids,
Well, I can't speak about anything else, but your minute on the town website are amazing. They're so easy to find and read.
We try to keep
thank
her
you.
on her toes.
Well, she's doing a good job on those
Yeah,
minutes, that's for
she's
sure.
amazing. She's amazing.
It wouldn't be possible if you didn't. You're like a tape and glue to everything.
Yeah.
So you do.
Okay, quick recap is we got a workshop scheduled for the 19th, which is going to include the discussion on the lot size. Might want to notify Taylor now just to make sure I'm not sure she was in when we decided that.
Okay.
I know she's interested in that. So. With the caveat of discussion about the moratorium if need be. Anything else down there? Just want to that.
Oh,
yes.
here's paper.
Possibility of talking about the informational meeting as
It
well.
drives somebody crazy. Sorry.
Settle down.
And should we cap it to a half-hour meeting? No.
I suggest or recommend that we bring a six-pack, might help make it go better. It's because pot's not gonna be legal at that point, so.
Oh, Lord.
Well, for your own recreational use.
Right.
And there's nothing in,
Yeah, but that was on the 30th, wasn't it?
Yeah, the 30th.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Information down to run that paperwork for the.
yeah, I'm gonna grab that.
Okay.
I'll have that filled out before you
Did we
leave.
miss anything?
I think that's it tonight. I'm still scrolling out though.
Yeah, me too.
That's your life over there.
I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make the motion to adjourn the meeting at, is that even right?
Yeah. Yes,
No, we
it
gotta
is.
say 8:12? 8:12.
8:12.
Wow, who's gonna second it?
Anybody
I'll
want a second?
it. She's like, yeah.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, guys.